enough sky. What am I the thorn in your eye? Too much sun and not enough sky. What am I the thorn in your eye? Too much sun and not enough sky. I've lost again, but I gotta maintain. Too much sun and not enough sky. What am I the thorn in your eye?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the season finale of Season 2 NASCAR Walmart Cup Series, as well as the 10th and final race in the Season 2 Chase for the Championship, where we are going to crown a champion. Hi, I'm Levi McIntyre, aka Thrash Maniac 99, the voice of NASCAR Walmart Cup Series, here to welcome you to the ToddRing in Turnipole, Pennsylvania. I said we were going to do a new race for the finale. I tested out all the new plate tracks I've gotten, and one of the best ones that I decided to use is the ToddRing. It's a triangular restrictor plate racetrack that has flat stretches, but high banking and very, very fast speeds, up to 255 miles an hour. So we're going to see some fast cars, maybe some horrific wrecks. We never know. But anyways, the chase standings heading into the race, everybody from Joshua Collard, 8th through 13th, are mathematically eliminated from championship contention. So Joshua Collard, Parker Wright, David Rivera, Jessica Sheldon, Chris Washer, and Hunter Bell are not going to be able to compete for the championship. Jessica Sheldon will not be able to properly defend her Season 1 championship. But the top 7 in points all are going to go at it for the championship. Charles Jackson comes into the race 10 points over Mason Bromer, 22 over both Austin Talley, Chase Oliver, and a third driver, Gabe Williams, 31 over Betty Johnson, and still mathematically in contention is Seth Cole. And the only way Seth Cole is going to be able to win the championship is if Charles Jackson, Mason Bromer finishes towards dead last in the race, and Austin Talley, Chase Oliver, Gabe Williams, and Betty Johnson finish about 20th or worse, and Seth Cole would have to win if Seth Cole is going to be able to win the championship. And then also we've got the rookie points situation coming into the race, where it's mathematically going to be between Mason Bromer and Gabe Williams. Mason Bromer leads the rookie points by 41 over Gabe Williams. So the only way for Gabe Williams to win Rookie of the Year is if or Rookie of the Season, the inaugural Rookie of the Season, is if Gabe Williams finishes, if he wins the race, and Mason Bromer would finish 40th or worse in order for Gabe Williams to take the Rookie of the Season awards. But anyways, let's take a look at the top 10 starting lineup for this race. Seth Cole is on the pole. Second is Mason Bromer. Third is David Rivera. Fourth is Cody Lamas. Fifth is Theo Stegall. Sixth is Alex Pedro. Seventh is Trent Dunham. Eighth is Austin Talley. Ninth is Preston Blord. 10th is Annie Thomas. So that is your starting lineup for this race. Let's go racing for the final time here in Season 2, as we will have Season 3 and potentially TapouT Series and M&Ms Truck Series. I know I've said they've been canceled till further notice, but I'm getting close to getting the truck mod. I've got the nationwide mod. I just need the truck mod. And then we will be good to go to run TapouT and trucks. And actually, after this race, there's going to be a little bit of a break, about a week-long break from Walmart, or from NR2003 content, as things are going to get prepared for the upcoming season. But here we go. It's time to go green for one last time in Season 2. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. Now, like I said, I've tested this track. This track is fast, roomy, and really, really good. As Seth Cole pulls ahead to a pretty good lead. We're going to go to the spectator camera to see how this looks, because the TV camera seemed to get a little bit too close to the cars. This spectator camera so far is pretty damn good. As it is a battle for the lead between Trent Dunham and Seth Cole. And Trent is going to get to the lead now. I mean, just look at the speed they're going to. 255 now up to 257, 258. Excuse me. They go up to 258 miles an hour going into the corners. And Alex Pedro, I saw it looked like he scraped the wall up off the very dangerous high line and then lost some ground. And now Trent Dunham all of a sudden has a big lead at the moment, but that is not a good thing, because that means these cars behind him can freight train him at any moment. Joshua Collard now in second. Let's check and see where our championship contenders are. Wait a minute, is the caution out? Oh, I thought I saw the yellow flag for a second, but guess we're still green. Let's take a look and see where our championship contenders are running. Starting with points leader Charles Jackson. He is in 13th place at the moment. Mason Bromer, 40th at the moment. Not really what he needs. And now Gabe Williams. He's in the 17th spot. Let's see where Austin Talley currently runs. He's in the 28th spot. Seth Cole, funny enough, is just right there in the 24th spot from the looks of it. And then there's one more, I believe, and that is Betty Johnson, and she is running in 3rd. And Trent Dunham got bypassed for the lead. Now Joshua Collard is the leader, but Dunham goes back to the bottom and gets back around. It's like that bottom line seems to be the preferred line at this track, even though the bottom line for the most part is the preferred line at every track. With this, it's a lot more noticeable, though. If you can get bunched together, you can catch a solo car up ahead and get around them, and I guess that is what happened with Collard. Let's go to our TV cameras and see how they look for this perspective. As Trent Dunham leads the way, let's take a look at the back. Rue McIntyre currently runs in dead last at the current moment. I mean, just look how fast these cars are going. And it looks like, I thought they were going to go 3 wide for the lead, but now Collard goes to the lead, and Kyle Matthews is going to get second. And Betty Johnson trying to go for 3rd over Trent Dunham. And Joshua Collard will lead yet another lap. This field has gotten shuffled around big time since the drop of the green flag. Depending on how this race will turn out, this race track could be a staple to the Walmart Cup Series in Season 4, or maybe Season 3. I might make some modifications to the schedule. But now look who is in second, and that is Jecko Knight, as well as 3rd in Ryan Anderson Jr. He is up here all of a sudden. Like I said, a lot of guys can get shuffled around. This is a very self-cleaning kind of racetrack in terms of positions. As Jessica Shelton is now at dead last for the time being. Let's take a look and see where some of our championship contenders are running at the current moment, starting with Charles. Look at this shot. That was a beautiful camera shot. Charles Jackson, no, wrong. It said Charles Jackson was last scored 37th. Alright, and let's see where Mason Bromer is. They're saying he was last scored 32nd. Now 33rd. Now let's see where Gabe Williams runs. He is up to the 7th position. Good, solid run for him. And ironically, there is Betty Johnson up ahead, and it looks like she is about going to get past and go back to the 6th spot. Seth Cole, 30th, according to the scoring. And then the last car, Austin Talley, in the 16th position. As we go back to the front, Joshua Collard continues to lead the way, but Ryan Anderson Jr. is right there on his back bumper. Meanwhile, we've been clean and green this whole race at a fast plate track, and they've kept it mostly double wide to single file, maybe even occasionally 3 wide like we're seeing right here, actually 4 wide almost. But they can go 4 wide and keep it straight, just like how it is at Talladega. And now look who's coming up into the fray, and that is Chris Washer. Although he is not able to get to the championship, he can end his season on a high note and get his second win of the season, however, and his 6th career win in Walmart Cup competition, and tie Jessica Shelton's record of 6 all-time victories. Meanwhile, Joshua Collard has been one of the dominant cars of the race. He's been able to keep his line going and stay up at the front. As cars are getting spread out. And wait a minute, are we seeing pit stops? Yeah, pit stops are taking place here on lap 10, so there will definitely be 2 sets of pit stops at this racetrack, since it looks like they can only go 9, 10 to 11 laps on fuel, and it's a 30-lap event. These cars are probably going to have to make 1 more pit stop, maybe even 2, depending on their strategy. Meanwhile, up ahead, Ryan Anderson Jr. for the time being is your leader. And Ryan Anderson Jr. has been having a struggle, had a struggle of a season, though he won at New Hampshire earlier this season, back at the first race of the chase. As these guys are coming down pit road. Anybody staying out? Oh, and Matt McIntyre. Oh, and Charles Jackson. Oh no, Matt McIntyre was in there. Charles Jackson, the points leader, was in that mess. Alex Hawkins was in there. And that is probably an Alex Pedro's through the grass. That could be enough for a caution. Barney Taylor, I saw some damage on. And the caution flag is out. This is the first time since Talladega that we are having a caution come out. This is going to shuffle the field up big time because of pit stops taking place. Some cars are probably now going to be tail end of the longest line, it looks like, for the most part. As we have just had our first caution this race, and one of the cars involved was points leader Charles Jackson. That could be a game changer for who's going to come away with the championship. And as Dylan Young, Barney Taylor get together, coming out of pit road, and there goes Preston Plord, David Rivera wrecks, all from contact coming out of pit road. Oh, keep an eye out on llamas. Okay, he's going to slow it down, so that makes 2 replays we're going to have to look at. One with that incident, and then the one involving the big one, or not really big one, but Alex Pedro, for some reason, is classified as the leader, but he is damaged just because he hadn't pitted yet, and he is in pit road now. It's going to be hard to tell who's even the leader right now because so much confusion took place. But we're going to take a look at a replay to see what brought the caution out for the first time today here at the ToddRing. Well, here's a look at what happened. It was when drivers were coming in the pit road, and Matt McIntyre and Alex Hawkins make contact, and then they're going to come back up. Oh, Matt, oh my God. I'm completely speechless. Matt McIntyre hit that tire wall unbelievably hard. We're actually going to go to the TV2 camera for this, but oh my word. That was probably the hardest hit I have ever seen in my 2 seasons commentating Walmart Cup Series competition. That was unbelievable. We're going to look at the miles per hour, see how hard he hits this wall. It's going to be vicious. 202 miles an hour, comes back up the track, up against the wall, and wow, he got airborne up in the air. And then meanwhile, while that's happening, up ahead there you see where Charles Jackson gets involved. And it was from when the 47 came back up. He gets up in front of Charles and into Alex Pedro. And then they come back up the racetrack. Jackson gets only really just rear end damage from coming up and hitting the banking and hitting the outside wall. But other than that, I saw him drive away from that scene. But I am worried for Matt McIntyre. That was the hardest hit I've ever seen. We're going to look at this one more time. This is hard. 202 miles an hour. Right into that tire wall. Shot him across the track. Into the outside wall. Goes airborne for a big ride. That was hard. We're actually going to go to the cockpit angle. This is going to be hard. Look at this hit. Wow. That is the hardest hit on record in Walmart Cup Series competition. That is incredible. Let's go one last go. Super slow-mo for this. And we'll actually go on board with him for this hit as well, along with Charles Jackson. But oh my word. But then we also got to look at the Preston Plord incident here in just a moment. But look at how hard this was. Pretty much almost dead on, head on into the wall. And it shot him across the track so fast. And then when he hit that outside wall in his rear, it got him flying. But oh my word, I just hope he's alright. Now we take a look at the Preston Plord incident. I believe it was with Preston Plord. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, yeah, it was. Preston Plord was in there. Let's see how this starts. Let's see what happens with this. They're 4 wide coming out of the pits with Sam Young, Ian Dutta, Dylan Young, and Barney Taylor. And it's like Barney Taylor was the meat and the sandwich between Dylan Young and Ian Dutta. And then he gets forced up into Young. They both come back up the racetrack right here. And then watch Preston Plord sideswipes Dylan Young and then gets into Barney Taylor. David Rivera didn't see what happened. Annie Thomas actually got a piece of that. But man, I still just can't get over what happened to Matt McIntyre. That was just the hardest hit I have ever seen. We're actually going to go to a couple of onboards, and that's going to be with Matt McIntyre. But first, we're going to look at Charles Jackson. On board with Charles Jackson, who came in the race as the points leader. And he literally had to shove Alex Hawkins out of the way in order to keep driving. On board with Matt McIntyre, this is going to be horrifying. Not only did he hit the inside wall hard, but he hit the outside wall really hard to the point where he went airborne. So that's going to do it for our replays and onboards. Let's take you to the restart. Well, oh, wrong camera. Hey, a lovely view of the track, almost. But after that first caution, we have 4 cars out of the race, and they are Preston Board, David Rivera, Alex Hawkins, and Matt McIntyre. And we are down to 38 cars. And Ryan Anderson Jr. is your leader. Second is Gabe Williams. Third is Sonny Hammond. Fourth is Joshua Collard. Fifth is Dylan Young. Sixth is Barney Taylor, even with rear end damage. Seventh is Ian Dutta. Eighth is Sam Young. Ninth is Chris Washer. 10th is Kyle Matthews. 11th is Trent Dunham. 12th is Hunter Bell. 13th is Dylan Thero. 14th is PJ Williams. 15th is Tommy Mooney, 16th is Chase Oliver, 17th is Seth Cole, 18th is Parker Wright, 19th is Jecko Knight, 20th is Ken Thero, 21st is Brody Talley, 22nd Zachary Fitzwater, 23rd Mason Bromer, 24th Austin Talley, 25th is Annie Thomas, 26th is Danny Wells, 27th Eric Burton, 28th Jessica Sheldon, 29th Austin Weiner, 30th Henrietta Fitzwater. 31st is Cody Lamas. 32nd, Michael Norman. 33rd, Justin Talampas. 34th, Theo Stegall. 35th, Charles Jackson. 36th, Betty Johnson. 37th, Rue McIntyre with no hood. Don't know what happened to him. And then 38th is Alex Pedro. So that is a look at how your lineup's going to be once we go green flag racing here at lap 16, which is halfway through the season finale at the ToddRing. What's been a really good race, though, it's been kind of overshadowed after that vicious hit by Matt McIntyre, who I believe I've gotten a report saying that Matt McIntyre is okay, so that's fortunate. That goes to show you how safe these race cars really, really are. Even though that was a hard hit into the tire wall and the hardest hit I've ever seen, the safety of the cars with the Hans device and the absorbing foam on the doors, it saved them. But here we go. Green flag is out. 15 to go, halfway through here at the ToddRing, where we are going to crown a new champion. Right now, at the moment, that champion is probably going to be Gabe Williams, though he probably is not going to be able to get the Rookie of the Season honors. He might be able to be your champion, depending on what happens. And he's going to go to the lead, ironically, over Ryan Anderson Jr. But meanwhile, you got Joshua Collard, who's trying to make a stride to get back to where he was before the mess happened, and now is back up at the front. While we had a few multi-car incidents, we haven't had the big one today, which has been surprising. But Gabe Williams led that lap, and now here comes Collard to take his place back up at the front where he was before the caution and pit stops came out. Now, you gotta believe these cars are going to have to pit one more time in order to be good on fuel the rest of the way. And sorry for that freeze, but apparently my microphone was the webcam mic, so I apologize, but I'll get that sorted out for the Season 3 stuff. But Joshua Collard is your leader, at least for the time being, because Dylan Thero is trying to make some noise up at the front, but Collard just has a strong car under him, and he is trying to go for his second win of the season and of his career, and he will not be returning to Walmart Cup Series competition. This is, at least for now, his only season in Walmart Cup competition he's running, as he is trying to end his season on a high note as he leads yet another lap. But Dylan Thero is trying hard to end his season on a high note by getting his second win of the season and of his career, but you got Gabe Williams right there, who is trying to win a championship and potentially Rookie of the Season honors. Well, actually, we could say that he ain't going to win Rookie of the Season because 4 cars are out and Mason Bromer's still on track, so sadly for Gabe Williams, he will not be able to win Rookie of the Season, but he can still potentially win the championship. As it is 11 to go here at the ToddRing. I apologize for that freeze again. But Dylan Thero is now your leader. And now look who's up here into this battle, and that is Jekko Knight. Oh, hit the wrong button. I was looking at my frame rate, but Jekko Knight up here in the 3rd spot, and Mason Bromer is now all of a sudden making his presence felt in the top 10. Last scored in 6 as he is trying to go for his second straight, or no, not his second straight, but his second win of the season and of his career and potentially get the championship. And this, he will not be returning to Walmart Cup Series competition after this season, so if he wants to end his season high, he wants to get that championship. Wait a minute, I think pit stops are taking place. Once again, I see Trent Dunham on pit road now, as well as other drivers. Tommy Mooney, among others, are in pit road for the moment. Meanwhile, Dylan Thero leads, but these guys are going to be coming down pit road at some point in order to top off on fuel the rest of the way. And Dylan Thero is going to come down to pit road, but Gabe Williams is staying out an extra lap, so he's probably going to most likely come down pit road next time by, depending on his strategy. But he is your leader. Gabe Williams trying hard to get that championship, though he will not be getting Rookie of the Season honors. Mason Bromer is officially your Rookie of the Season, but them two most likely are the ones who are going to battle it out for the championship for now, depending on what happens. But Gabe Williams is getting ready to come into pit road, and did my eyes deceive me if that there's a caution out? No, caution's not out. I guess I was just seeing things. But Gabe Williams is now in pit road along with Ryan Anderson Jr. and Sonny Hammond. Tommy Mooney just crosses the stripe. And there is Dylan Thero, who was the first car to come in the pit road for the second round of pit stops. If he can get around Gabe Williams, he will still be your leader. And look who's behind him. His brother, Ken Thero, who both of these guys, Dylan and Ken, are returning to Walmart Cup competition next season in Season 3. Dylan's staying in the 17, and I forget which ride Ken's going to drive, but I know for certain he is going to be back for Season 3. Dylan Thero was scored in the 5th spot. There is Gabe Williams, Ryan Anderson Jr., and there is Dylan Thero with Ken giving him a nice drafting help. There is Gabe only going 215 while Dylan's going up to 230. He's getting held up by Gabe. Now he goes to the bottom, but Ken's going to the bottom himself. Meanwhile, Tommy Mooney's now all of a sudden entered himself into this battle for the lead. Look at this. Tommy Mooney trying to go for his second win of the season and of his career. Sadly for him, he will not be able to return to Walmart Series competition. He might be able to race in the TapouT Series or M&M Trucks, depending on if he signs up for them or asks for a reserved ride. It depends. But Dylan Thero leads, and he's got his brother Ken giving him a nice push. Both in Fords, but not in the same team. Dylan for Roush Fenway, Ken with Richard Petty. But they share the same engine program, Roush Yates Petty Motors. But now, here comes Tommy Mooney to the bottom, making it 3 wide for the lead. And when they come to the stripe, it'll be 5 laps to go here at the ToddRing. While we're at it, let's take a look, see where the championship contenders currently run. Gabe Williams is in the 3rd spot. Mason Bromer is in the 19th spot. Then the next guy to look out for is Seth Cole. He's in 30th. The next person is Betty Johnson. She's in 35th. Austin Talley up ahead of her in 34th. And then Charles Jackson currently 33rd. Though it looks like he's up to speed, but he would have to finish within 10 positions of Mason Bromer and Gabe Williams in order to have his championship hopes still be alive, which is most likely not going to happen. Meanwhile, back up at the front, Tommy Mooney leads with Ken Thero second, but Gabe Williams is trying to make a move to get up to the front and win the race. Gabe Williams is there underneath of Tommy Mooney going for the lead. Oh, and they make contact. Wow, Gabe Williams, how did he not spin out? He was sideways going into that corner. Good grief. As it's 3 to go here at the ToddRing, and that was a close call for Gabe Williams. That was almost like a small heart attack for him. He almost wrecked and almost cost himself the championship. Man, that was a close call, but Ken Thero is now up to second. Can he make any noise here in these final few laps? It depends. But Tommy Mooney's also up here as well, and you never know, Dylan Thero or Jekko Knight could potentially get closer up here, as Gabe Williams will lead this lap, and it's 2 to go here in the season finale at the ToddRing. And it's looking to be between 3 cars for the win. Mooney, Thero, Williams. And Williams trying to stay up there and win the championship. Depending on how everybody else's finishes play out, we'll do the math after the race is over during the results to see who officially is your champion. But now Ken Thero goes to the bottom, and now he's going to get the lead from Gabe Williams. And that's going to open up room for Tommy Mooney, Dylan Thero, and Jekko Knight to potentially make some noise. White flag is out for Ken Thero here at the ToddRing. Does any of these 4 cars running in this top 5 pack have anything for Ken Thero? We shall see. We still got some time for somebody to make a move. Ken Thero trying to get his first career win in the Walmart Cup Series. And he could do it here at the ToddRing depending on what happens. And they are approaching the lap machine of Rue McIntyre, the damaged machine. And it doesn't look like there's anybody coming to get Ken Thero. Coming to the checkered flag. Ken Thero wins the season finale at the ToddRing. Great job by that 9 team. Now we're going to have to do some math in order to be absolutely sure of who is your champion. while we're at it, let's take a look at the official results before we get to who is the champion officially. Ken Thero gets his first career Walmart Cup Series win, and he's going to get it here at the ToddRing in the season finale. Congratulations to Ken Thero. Gabe Williams, the highest chaser, gets second, and he was one of the 7 guys trying to battle it out for the championship. Solid run for the 33 car. Dylan Thero gets a great 3rd place run. That's great. His brother wins, and Dylan gets 3rd. That's so cool for both of them. Jekko Knight gets another solid top 5 finish of 4th, and Tommy Mooney gets a solid 5th place finish. Ryan Anderson Jr. gets a great 6th place finish. Henrietta Fitzwater gets a nice 7th place finish. Sonny Hammond comes away with a good 8th place finish. Both of the front row motorsports cars finished top 10. Parker Wright, who was a chaser, finished 9th. Rounding out the top 10 was arguably the dominant car of the race, Joshua Collard. The rest of the top 20 was Danny Wells, Michael Norman, Zachary Fitzwater, Chris Washer, Trent Dunham, Ian Dutta, Cody Lamas, PJ Williams, Rookie of the Season Mason Bromer, and Kyle Matthews. The rest of the top 30 was Jessica Shelton, Austin Weiner, Alex Pedro, Theo Segal, Hunter Bell, Annie Thomas, Seth Cole, Dylan Young, Chase Oliver, who was a chaser and in contention, and Sam Young. The rest of the cars that finished were Barney Taylor, Eric Burden, Austin Talley, Betty Johnson, Charles Jackson, Brody Talley, Justin Talampass, Rue McIntyre, and the rest of the cars were out of the race. Preston Plord, David Rivera, Alex Hawkins, and Matt McIntyre. So to take a look at how the championship situation played out, like I said, Charles Jackson came in with a 10-point advantage over Mason Bromer, 22 over Austin Talley, Chase Oliver, and Gabe Williams, 31 over Betty Johnson, and 42 over Seth Cole. Seth, Betty did not get the championship, neither did Jackson or Talley, or even Chase Oliver. So it's between Bromer and Williams as far as the math. But Gabe Williams finished 2nd. Mason Bromer finished 19th. So we have official. Gabe Williams, despite not winning a single race this entire season, he is going to be your Season 2 NASCAR Walmart Cup Series champion. Congratulations to Gabe Williams. Great job by that 33 team. They were a strong points championship contender all season long, up in the top 5 in the point standings all season long, and was up in the mist in the chase. Sometimes he had a couple bad runs, but he came back, and now he's your champion. Thank you guys for watching Season 2 NASCAR Walmart Cup Series competition. It has been an excellent ride, but this NR2003 stuff's going to continue to get better because there's going to be Season 3 of Walmart Cup Series coming up, as well as the TapouT Series and the M&Ms Truck Series. So we're going to have some interesting racing schedules coming through. Now, a big change I'm going to start doing for the NR content for each of the 3 series, where I'm only going to put out for once a week, 1 Walmart Cup race, 1 TapouT race, 1 truck race every week. So that is the scheduling for next season's content. But anyways, thank you guys for watching NASCAR Walmart Cup Series here at the ToddRing. Congratulations to Mason Bromer for becoming Rookie of the Season. And congratulations to Gabe Williams for becoming the Season 2 champion. But until we get to Season 3 Walmart Cup, TapouT, and M&M Trucks, I'm Levi McIntyre, a.k.a. Thrash Maniac 99, the voice of NASCAR Walmart Cup Series, here to say so long. See you next season.
Bad guys.
Like that, man. Don't make it like shot. Come on, for a little shout out.
Rest in peace.
Oh, shit.